How Not to Brony, BronyCon edition. I've been in a funk for the last couple of weeks. I'm not going to have a good time. There's going to be no one to talk to. There's going to be nothing to do. And then I realized something. For the last 2 years, I found a way to hype myself down in 2015. I had convinced myself I was going to be utterly miserable with nothing to do. I was likely going to drop a K in travel expenses, about $1,000, hotel, food, so forth and so on. For the last 2 years, by and large, I didn't necessarily hang out with the most popular people for the duration of BC, but there's always been someone around. At BronyCon 2015, I switched off from hanging with Pass Analysis to Stardust to Toon Critic a good 10 to 20% of the time. With that, I had a good enough time to go back. And my warning to people going, do not get married to a plan. I haven't looked at the schedule yet, and truth is I haven't for 2 years till I get there. The biggest thing I looked for in 2016 was if there was going to be a horse news panel. Update, there wasn't. Even the dumb, stupid things that throw a hiccup into everything when something goes wrong, it's part of the BronyCon experience. Case in point, the shuttle from the airport is out this year. I don't know, Toon has this sort of figured out, we'll talk about it later. What suddenly became, what was a $2 situation may have been bumped to $20. To be fair, it will be much faster. A 30-minute experience is going to be more closer to 10 to 20. The airport anxiety will start to melt away when I see someone that I'm supposed to. In 2015, I literally boarded with Toon Critic. In 2016, I met up with Kichi as soon as I found her when I landed. Then Sapphire found us, and I think she tackle hugged us, but I don't remember being in pain, and the best hugs cut off the airflow. I lament I won't see Kamen or Sapphire at the airport this year, in all likelihood. It's regretful I gotta get wasted at the airport waiting for Kichi for 2 hours, but the airport has really good booze. I literally spent half of my time at BronyCon 2016 around Vita. I know it's going to be hard to imagine that out of the people coming from Limbo, I won't find one dude as good as Vita. Or from the Secret Rift, or from my fans. There is someone I'm really looking forward to seeing. This will be a very interesting and challenging individual, but I always deal with those, like every goddamn year. It's part of the BronyCon tradition. 10 people I wish were going to BronyCon, 10 people I wish weren't going to BronyCon. I got one last chance to throw some shade and kiss some ass, so here goes. There is no specific order. Number 1, I wish Shon Howell was going to BronyCon. Truth is, I don't know if he is or isn't. I just assumed he wasn't because by now he probably would have said something. Super cool guy, my favorite comic artist, wise beyond his years. Thank you for watching my crappy videos and God bless. Number 2. This is going to be weird with everything that's happened, but Ryan Reno Mills was always a delight to hang out with. It's a shame things went sideways, but I totally would have killed to have him come along, because Ryan resents silence as much as I do. Number 3. Dark Edge, aka Dr. Fowl. While not everyone likes Fowl, he's a goofy asshole who inspired my real thoughts on the Rift, which in turn inspired this series. So remember, without Dark Edge, there would have been no How Not to Brony. So yeah, everyone who praises or curses my name of this series can thank this guy. Number 4, Dogi Crimson. Dogi, for what it's worth, I know you don't like your voice, but I think it's fine, and everyone in Limbo loves you. Most of Limbo's enemies don't even dislike you. You've been nothing but class, and truth is, off the top of my head, if this list was in order, you'd be around 1 or 2. Number 5, Cloud Cuckoo Country. Cloud's hit his stride on YouTube lately. I think we're starting to see him live up to his potential in his book burning series. I understand, what with the distance and the starving college kid, it's just not in the cards. I'll miss you, man, and there's a reason why I'm glad you're in the channel banner. Number 6, Jim motherfucking Fear. As a Catholic, I don't like saying a god among men. He isn't just the nicest atheist you'll ever meet, but he's the best. He's literally the best thing on Tumblr. Hell, he's the only good thing on Tumblr. I know Jim's not involved with the fandom anymore, but he's always a hoot to hang out with. Deckard Spade. He's the best fan and a friend. I'm sorry, real life sucks. You've been a far better rival to Kichi than Ninja ever was. At times, you reminded me of Silver Quill, only with video gamey stuff. In a good way. Number 8, Drake Vagabond, just because someone has to be the wet blanket, and Brony might get sick. But no, seriously, this year is going to be so badass, I need someone to take the fun level down a notch. And such a ball-busting troll, I think Drake would have been neat for like an hour or 2 at a time. Number 9, Androgynous Garbage. If for no other reason to thank you for all your work and service, I understand the trip will be far to come, which leads us to number 10, Gray Silermane. With such a packed house, it's gonna totally feel empty without you, Gray. I owe you a lot, and all the same, I can't thank you enough for all you've done. If I missed your name, I wrote this at 7:37 a.m. on Saturday. I probably just forgot. Now, Toon Critic has this amazing talent to squish problems with people that he's beefing with to get along with them. I'm looking forward to not pretending to like any of the people who don't like me. I'm looking forward to not being an adult. I'm not saying that I'm going to start something. I want to clarify I have no interest in blowing smoke up someone else's butt if I don't like you. And Vita, if you're watching this, you're not on the list. I fully suspect at some point in time, you're going to ask me to drink, and we'll get along for 2 to 3 days, and then you'll go back to hating me. I look forward to it. Number 1, King Theo from the PFC or Harp. I always thought that you were a cringy person. I remember asking Sheldon, who do you think smells the worst in here? Back in the PFC, he always said you. I hated your guts before you stole Toon Critic's hat. If you're not going, good. Number 2, Mitty Wood. Seeing as how you've been at the last 2 BCs, and I don't expect anything to happen, if anyone is expecting to see me shake Minty's hand, if for whatever reason I do, I'm gonna wipe my hand on my pants immediately afterwards. Number 3, Razor Reviews. I never trusted you since I met you. You've been an insufferable kiss ass and a glad hand. I think you're a two-faced fink, and Evita is like, haha, I made you hate Razor. I'd show you a picture of Boy George here, but I'm sure you'll see him at BC. Nothing of value was lost. Number 4, Lord Zarkon. Unlike Toon Critic, I'm not going to end up being nice and having to put up with you if you attempt to invite yourself along to anything that I'm at. Between Irish John and Solar Flare, 2 badass Marines, I feel that we can politely express that you're not in the Just Us League. Number 5, Foxwell. I saw how you threw the whole commentary community under the bus when you were glad-handing with Dapperton over on his channel. I don't know if you're going Wormtongue, but I don't trust you. Number 6, Vlad. If you run up and slap me on the back this year, you're going to have a huge problem. Till this day, I use you as an example on how not to act in limbo. Number 7, Pastel Pros. Kidding. She's loud, violent, drunk. You Pastel Pros. Nah, man. You're going to be a hoot to hang out with. Number 8, Anthony C. being all smart and eloquent. With you around, Kichi will be losing her spaghetti all over the place. I don't need to hang out with greatness and someone with a fantastic personality. Yeah, I think I ran out of people to hate. Number 9, KP. Never said a word to her, and she's never said a word to me, and I expect nothing to happen. Number 10, Mad Munchkin. Has gone to great lengths to act like I'm the Black Death every time that she sees me. So if she tries at the 11th hour to bury the hatchet and sticks her hand out to, put the worst behind us, I'm going to pretend like I don't see it. Let me clarify, if you're not on the list here, maybe I just forgot you. See you at BC, you beautiful bastards. I look forward to seeing British Ninja trying to wrestle manga kamen and getting tossed like a lawn dart. Maybe even running into Fatty and Rarefag or Rakamu if I see you. I look forward to all the trouble I may or may not get into. I hope Astro Boy's girlfriend is there. I look forward to shipping the editor with Event Horizon, Stardust with Solar Flare, Kichi with Dusty Cat, Josh Scorcher with Golden Fox, cause why not? What are friends for? And anyone else? My ideal dream is to get a group to march on BronyCon and sing In Our Town. Hope to see you there.